fit kill my vibe. Them no fit kill, them no fit kill, them no fit kill my wise man said, follow the stars, there you shall find a piece of advice. If you hit your enemies.
Definitely somebody's son is going to find you someday. I am somebody's son, and I found you right here on the screen. It is the Kings of Football show. I am Folajimi Oluwasegun James Akinshola, but you can simply call me Jimmy. I'm never alone on the show. I have my brother, my friend, a king in himself, Zomena Maji. How you feeling?
No, I'm feeling great. On the Budweiser Kings of Football show.
That's right.
And we can't wait to get it rolling. Now, obviously, somebody's son, like Jimmy said, I am someone's son, but we have someone's daughter in the studio with us, and that is DJ Nana.
Hi guys.
How you doing? I love it. I love you. You're sparkling today.
I'm great.
I love the red hair as well. You're bringing that fashion vibe to the show. I love it. I love it. All right, guys, on the show today, we always like to reward. And as you know, last week we asked you to beat the time. Beat the time, as you know, is a question we ask every week. And you have 20 seconds to answer on our Instagram page. This was the question I was asked last week.
Now, the question was, the word Woolwich was officially dropped from Arsenal's name which year? And the answer is 1914. The question was, the word Woolwich was officially dropped from Arsenal's name which year? And the answer is 1914.
All right, and the correct answer was provided to us via our Instagram page, and this is the winner from last week. Chooks_Lothbrok. Chooks_Lothbrok. I think that's something from Vikings, but anyways.
Sounds that way.
Yeah, Chooks_Lothbrok. Lothbrok. Thank you very much for participating. You, of course, won that by answering in the allotted time. So here is the question for this week. Remember, 20 seconds after the question is up, that's when you get to answer. No. Who holds the record for the most appearances as a player for Villarreal? Who holds the record for the most appearances as a player for Villarreal? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, mamas and papas at home, your time starts now.
Now, and also for you to also win with us here on the show, you need to keep your eyes on the screen and do not blink. Now, last week we also had an image popping up on the screen. Now, we had some winners. Some people had like great eyesight and they were able to tell us who the winners are. And we have 3 winners. We have Luis EK_, congratulations to you. We have King Emma Double, congratulations to you. And we have Hugo Obi King, congratulations to you. We have so many kings there, but anyway, you're on the Budweiser Kings of Football show, so the more kings, the merrier. So also this week, we are going to have an image popping up on the screen, so keep your eyes on the screen and do not blink and tell us who you think this football player is.
Right. Also remember, we do have our leaderboard where we do reward our kings of the match. Now the idea is, if you go on our website, which is www.budweiser.com.ng, you will be able to register and be a part of our king of the match, which is of course you predicting the scores of every week's match, and you have a chance to win ₦1 million at the end of the season. Remember, we do have our fantasy football league still going on. If you're not in there yet, get in there and see how you're faring with your team against the others that are on our Kings of Football Fantasy League.
Now, and for you to actually get your fantasy league up to standard and do better than Jimmy and myself, we're actually going to show you some players. But first, Jimmy, I heard you were like a press conference and there's something big coming up with Budweiser.
Yes. As you know, remember before you got on the show, you came on and you were giving away prizes. You rewarded someone with a car.
I know. We did.
PlayStation 5 that we did not have. Right now, I must tell you that Budweiser is ready to do it again. Ladies and gentlemen, they've introduced something that is very unique, never done before. It's called the Game of Kings. What does this mean? Well, simply put, we're bringing in Roberto Carlos all the way from La Liga. Remember, he's a legend from Real Madrid. And we're also bringing John Terry is the one we're bringing in. Former Chelsea superstar. He also coached with Aston Villa. He's now going to come through to play in Nigeria. Yes, John Terry versus Roberto Carlos. Who else will be playing on their teams? Well, we're going to be finding out very, very soon. But I can tell you that we're going to be involving NPFL players. Literally the best stars from Nigeria's league will be playing alongside our superstars internationally, John Terry and Roberto Carlos. The plus side is we get a fan to become the manager of the team, and we also get our fans to be a part of it by watching the game. All you need to do is drink your Budweiser, look under the crown, text the information under the crown, and you stand a chance to either manage or be a part of the game. I'm not going to be talking too much about it. You can simply watch for yourselves. Pay attention to the screen on the side. This is why we're here. The goal is to create a highly impactful campaign that will drive trial, consideration, and sales in numerous points of consumption. Introducing the first ever Budweiser Game of Kings football match. This match is aimed at getting Nigerian football fans off the sidelines and into the game of Budweiser and getting closer to the kings of football. In this battle of the greats, Budweiser is bringing John Terry from the Premier League and Roberto Carlos from La Liga to play on Nigerian grounds alongside our Nigerian Professional Football League players. The Budweiser Game of Kings will feature two teams, Smooth FC and Kings FC.
On behalf of the brand Budweiser, I say a big welcome and thanks for being here. So to the crux of the matter, why are we here today? I was just telling my team, I woke up so excited because we've been working towards this day for a very long time. We're really excited to be making history here, and I really hope you do feel proud to be here like we do. Budweiser is a premium beer, right? It's called the king of football, not king of beers, king of football, king of everything. Not just in Nigeria, but globally. That tells you how powerful this brand is. We're the most loved beer, premium beer globally, on facts, and we're so happy that only a brand like Budweiser, only a true king, can bring kings like this to Nigeria.
Deepona Lawrence
from TVC News.
TVC News.
Okay, so my question has to do with the process of picking these people that would eventually play with this staff, because this is Nigeria and it can happen. So how viable and how strong is the process to pick the right people not to do the Nigerian language?
So the plan here is the fact that once you go through the participation process, which is simply drinking Budweiser, looking at the PAN code, getting the participation code, and then either going to our website www.budweiser.com.ng/Game of Kings, or simply texting that number to the shop code number, which is 7827. You definitely will be able to enter into the competition. So just put in your name, your date of birth, because definitely you have to be over 18 for you to be a part of the competition, and all of that. So all that goes into the back end.
To join in the fun, consumers will drink Budweiser, look under the crown code and text the code to 7827 or visit www.budweiser.com.ng/Game of Kings. Consumers also have a chance to win great prizes by following us on social media and joining the fan clubs for the two teams, led by brand ambassadors Ozo and Ebuka. They can also participate in our ongoing bar engagements to win great prizes in select bars near them. It's going to be a match to remember, so take your shot and be a king with Budweiser.
So that's all we have for you today. Budweiser Game of Kings unveiling. We look forward to millions of Nigerians enjoying the game. So just stay close to our Budweiser pages for more information around the date of the game, where to watch the game, and all those details. That will come much later. Definitely there's something for every king out there that loves Budweiser, that loves football, that wants to partake in this experience.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to get into the mix itself. Remember at the start of the show, I told you about the Game of Kings, which is basically Roberto Carlos coming in to play with Nigerian players against John Terry coming in to play with Nigerian players as well. We have our own version of Spain versus England right here, as our contestants are representing Spain and England. Ladies and gentlemen, starting on the Spanish side of things, La Liga is well represented by my man Clint. How you feeling, Clint?
I'm feeling good.
You're wearing a Valencia jersey, meaning you're supporting Valencia?
Yeah, that's my
How
goal.
did that happen?
Well, it's a very long story.
So let's keep it short. Let's find out if you're here with your friends.
Yeah.
You're here with your friends as well?
Yeah.
Also Spanish relations?
Yes.
All right, let's meet your friend that you brought to play with you. How are you, sir?
Yeah, Damlala, yeah, I'm good.
Wonderful, wonderful. What team do you support?
FC Barca.
FC Barcelona. So you guys have La Liga on lock, I suppose?
Yeah, something like that.
All right, let's see how well you know La Liga. We'll get back to you at the second half of the show. Keep your heads in. All right, on the other side, representing, of course, everything, the EPL. He's a man that is on the blue side of things. They are the champions of Europe. Will they be able to do it on the show today? Let's find out. How are you doing, Mr. Chelsea?
I'm good.
What's your name?
Prosper.
Prosper. You're hoping to be prosperous like Lukaku, I believe.
Obviously.
All right, are you here with another English team supporter?
Yeah.
All right, let's meet your supporter from England. Oh, you have two of them. How are you guys doing?
We're fine. We're doing good.
All right, let me meet you guys. What's your name?
My name is Kelvin.
Kelvin, what team do you support?
Manchester United.
Wonderful. The man beside you?
I'm Tochi.
Tochi, what team do you support?
Manchester United.
Wow, that is, of course, Ronaldo and Rashford right there.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Thank you guys so much for being on the show. We'll get back to you at the second half. Ozor will be ready to grill you. You better be ready for that one. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to kick-start the show itself. And as such, we must tell you this first segment is called the kickoff. As we kick off with it, here are the rules of kickoff. Level 1. The first individual to press the buzzer gets to answer the question. If he or she fails, the question will go to the second contestant. Every correctly answered question attracts 10,000 naira. Contestants will be given a yellow card if he or she hits the buzzer before the question is completely asked. A red card will be issued on the second hit. A red card means the contestant loses whatever money he has gotten till that point. All right, those are the rules, guys. You got it? Very simple. 2 yellow cards, you lose your earnings for this round. The only way you don't get a yellow card is to wait for me to finish the options. 3 options every time. You ready?
Yeah.
You ready? Viewers at home, you've had your chance. Let's give them their chance. Here we go. The game starts now. Gary Barry played for all of the following Premier League teams except Aston Villa, Manchester City, Newcastle United.
Manchester City.
That is wrong.
Newcastle United.
Newcastle United is correct. Second question. Gino Pozzo is the owner and club chairman of which Premier League club? Crystal Palace, Watford, or Wolverhampton Wanderers? Answer.
Watford.
Watford is correct. Which Premier League club plays its football at Carrow Road? Norwich City, Burnley, or Aston Villa? Answer.
Norwich City.
Norwich City is correct. Which Premier League team's mascot is called the Gully and the Seagull? Or Gully the Seagull, rather. That's a yellow card. I haven't given the options. Brentford, Brighton and Hove Albion, and Manchester United. Answer?
Brighton.
That is the correct answer. George Best is considered a Premier League legend for which club? Leeds United, Liverpool, or Manchester United? Answer.
Manchester United.
Manchester United is correct. Sergi Canos currently plays for which Premier League club? Watford, Brentford, or Everton? Answer.
Brentford.
Brentford is correct. Seventh question. David Silva and David Villa once played together for which La Liga club? Valencia, Sevilla, or Atletico Madrid?
Valencia.
Of course you have to answer. That is correct. All the following Argentines have played for FC Barcelona except for one. Mauricio Pellegrini, Diego Maradona, or Max Rodriguez?
Maradona.
That is the wrong answer.
Pellegrini.
That is also the wrong answer. Ninth question. Which former Aston Villa captain had to put a halt to his footballing career because of leukemia? Your options are Martin Larson, Zlatan Petrov, or Nigel Reo-Coker. Answer.
Petrov.
Petrov is the correct answer. And last on our kickoff segment, Aritz Aduriz is considered a legend for which La Liga club? Athletic Bilbao, Real Sociedad, or Real Betis? Answer. Real Sociedad. That is the wrong answer. Do you have the correct answer?
Bilbao.
Athletic Club de Bilbao. That is correct, ladies and gentlemen. We're kicking off and La Liga seems to be on a roll. Will the EPL be able to catch up? Let's find out as we go through to our through pass. Here are the rules. Level 2. These are club-related questions specifically prepared for each of the groups. The presenter reads the questions to the contestants. Answers to the question must be delivered within 20 seconds. For every correct answer, 25,000 naira goes to the participant. Those are the rules of our True Pass, and it's time for me to give a Through Pass to the man that got it right on the first segment. As the man that got the most points correctly in the first segment kickoff, you get the option of picking who goes first or second. Would you like to go first?
No, I'd like him to go to.
Or you want to send him on the job? All right, let's go to the other side. La Liga is putting the EPL on the hot seat. Are you ready, sir?
Yes, I am.
These are questions tailored to your team, Manchester United. Are you ready? First question. Steve Sidwell wore which jersey number for Chelsea? 9, 5, or 7?
5.
That is the wrong answer. You don't have to press the buzzer.
All right, good.
Following the 2012 UEFA Champions League final win, who did Chelsea sign first? Romelu Lukaku, N'Golo Kante, or Marco Marin?
Lukaku.
That is the second wrong answer. Still going. During the 2005-2006 season, who was the first opposition player to score against Chelsea in the Premier League? 2005-2006 season, your options are Luke Moore, Robbie Keane, or Darren Fletcher.
Robin Keane.
That is 3 wrong answers in a row. Last one, I'm sure you'll be able to get this one. Which of these strikers never scored in a cup final for Chelsea? Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, Louis Bakker, or Mason Mount?
Louis Bakker.
I wouldn't say it's never been done before because it has been done, but that is 4 incorrect answers for the team you support. Maybe you should change teams. Let's find out if Valencia is any better. Are you ready, sir?
Yes.
Here are questions tailored to your team. First question. What's the meaning of Valencia FC's motto, El Fútbol es de los Valentes? Options are, football is for the brave, football is for the strong, football is for the skilled.
Football is for the strong.
That is the wrong answer. Second question. Who is the all-time goal scorer for Valencia FC? Your options are Wando Macedo, Eduardo Suarez, or Mario Kempes.
Eduardo Suarez.
Eduardo Suarez, that is correct. That is actually Edmundo Suarez.
Sorry, yeah.
Third question comes from that. Edmundo Suarez is the leading goal scorer with how many goals? 185, 186, or 187?
186.
That is correct, sir. And last but not least, how many La Liga titles has your team Valencia won? Your options are 6, 7, or 8.
6.
That is correct, and you definitely know your stuff about your team. La Liga is very much the league that has the flair, but will the money be going to the EPL? Let's find out when we get to rapid fire. Here is our quick fire questions, and these are the rules. Level 3. A total of 10 questions will be asked each time within 2 minutes. Delivery of the question is fast and can be interjected by the word pass when unsure. For every correct answer, contestants win 10,000 naira. All right, here we go. It's called free kick segment because they are free to answer but within an allotted time period. 2 minutes is exactly how many minutes you have to answer 10 questions. Quick as possible. As a team that hasn't gotten off to a great start, I'm going to be starting with you because I believe you have what it takes to make some money on the first half. Are you ready, sir? Here are questions for you. Quick fire. Answer quickly as possible. 2 minutes. Your time starts now. The only Irish player to score a Premier League hat-trick in the 2014-2015 season was, and I repeat, your options are Shane Long, John Walters, or Kevin Doyle.
Kevin Doyle.
That is wrong. Which of the following players has never won the Premier League Player of the Month award? Vincent Kompany, Cristiano Ronaldo, or Mo Salah?
Mo Salah.
That is wrong. How many goals did Steven Gerrard score for Liverpool? 80, 120, or 135?
80.
That is wrong. Which of these teams was not relegated in the 2014-2015 Premier League season? Burnley, Aston Villa, Hull City?
Burnley.
That is wrong. In the 2016-2017 Premier League season, which Premier League team did not feature a player with the number 1 jersey? West Ham, Arsenal, or Watford?
Arsenal.
That is correct. Which side broke the duopoly of Barcelona and Real Madrid by winning the title in 1995-1996? Your options are Deportivo La Coruña, Atletico Madrid, or Real Sociedad.
Atletico Madrid.
Atletico Madrid is correct. How many goals did Ronaldo score in all competitions during his only season at Barcelona? 47, 38, 32, or 51?
32.
That is wrong. Which Brazilian won the Pichichi Trophy for the league's leading goal scorer in 1992-1993? João Pablo, Bebeto, or Romario?
Bebeto.
Bebeto is correct. Which club denied Real Madrid the title by beating them on the final day in 2 seasons consecutively? Osasuna, Sevilla, or Tenerife?
Sevilla.
That is wrong. And last but not least, as at January 2018, who became the most expensive signing in La Liga's history? Antoine Griezmann, Philippe Coutinho, or Frankie de Jong?
Philippe Coutinho.
Philippe Coutinho is correct. You managed to get it going later on, but you have a lot of work to do. Ozo will be waiting for you on the other side. But before we get to Ozo, we have the little matter of Mr. Valencia. Are you ready, sir?
Yes.
All right, here come your questions. In the 2016-2017 Premier League season, who was the only player to make it double figures for both goals and assists? Eden Hazard, Harry Kane, Alexis Sanchez.
2016, sir.
Yes, please. 2016-2017. Alexis Sanchez is correct. In the 2014-2015 Premier League season, 2 players scored 52 goals for Liverpool. They were Luis Suarez and who? Raheem Sterling, Daniel Sturridge, or Steven Gerrard?
Daniel Sturridge.
That is correct. In June 2015, who was named the PFA Players Player of the Year? Cesc Fabregas, Eden Hazard, or Diego Costa?
Eden Hazard.
That is correct. What did ex-Leicester City boss Nigel Pearson call a journalist during one infamous press conference in April 2015? Your options are an ostrich, a cow, or a giraffe.
An ostrich.
That is correct. In the 2014-2015 Premier League season, which player picked up the most bookings for Descent? Diego Costa, Tom Cleverley, or Musa Sissoko?
Diego Costa.
That is wrong, finally. How many consecutive league titles did Johan Cruyff's Barcelona Dream Team win from 1990? Your options are 2, 3, or 4.
4.
4 is correct. Which other team, aside Real Madrid, beat Barcelona by 5 goals to nil in the 1994-1995 season? Racing Santander, Tenerife, or Real Oviedo?
Racing.
Racing Santander is correct. Which Spanish club did Rivaldo play for before joining Barcelona? Sevilla, Valencia, or Deportivo La Coruña?
Deportivo La Coruña.
That is correct. Adel Rosino went 1,275 minutes without conceding a goal during the 1990-1991 season. Which team did he play for? Your options are Athletic Bilbao, Atletico Madrid, or Osasuna.
Atletico Madrid.
Atletico Madrid is correct. And last but not least, which La Liga team does Rodrigo Bataglia play for? Options are Real Betis, Real Mallorca, or Osasuna.
Osasuna.
Unfortunately, that is the wrong answer, but you did extremely well. There was a run of 5 straight questions you got correctly. Here are, of course, their standings after our first 3 rounds. Of course, we know who's in the lead, but will he be able to maintain it, or will Ozo hold him back and make sure he doesn't take all our money on the show today? Let's find out right after halftime, where the one and only Sean Amadi is waiting to talk sports.
Welcome back, guys. You're still on the Budweiser Kings of Football show. Now, the first half has gone so quick and swift. Jimmy has been dealing with our contestants, but this is the calm segment, and we call it the halftime. Now, there's no other better person would have with us in this segment than Mr. Sean himself. You're cool with your shades and your hat. How are you doing, though?
I'm absolutely fantastic, and it's always a pleasure to be here to do it the King's way, and no better place to be on the planet. Honestly, it's always a pleasure to be here. Always.
Now, Jimmy, the first half went real quick. Do you think our contestants will actually do better in the second half, or do you think it's just going to?
I don't think it will be the same thing that happened last week, because obviously last week the second half they kind of breezed through it. Those questions I thought they were tough, but they kind of found it easy. But this week, I know for a fact the questions are a bit tougher. I'll be looking forward to see how they handle you on the penalties.
I know. Okay, but then let's just get straight to it. There's this topic where whenever it comes around, especially with the whole Messi, Cristiano debate, I think they actually sparked this one topic to pull people on one side or the other side, and it's the Ballon d'Or. And now we have the nominations out. We have so many. We have some new faces, but we have the normal people that would always expect to be there. Right. I mean, if you ask me, my top 3 would be Lewandowski, Jorginho, and Messi. But Sean, how do you see, or who do you think is actually going to win the Ballon d'Or? And also, do you think we're actually paying so much attention to the Ballon d'Or than we should?
Well, that's a good question, Ozor. But the one thing we almost understand is a year in view wasn't put on the record book, and that's 2020, that calendar year. I think Robert Lewandowski was robbed of a Ballon d'Or. He's due one. He ought to get it this time around. Trust me, that the Polish international has done everything in the book. He's churning out number after number, regardless of where he plays. You know,
but who could stop him though? If he doesn't get it this time, yes, they didn't give him 2020.
Absolutely.
But who can actually stop Lewandowski from reclaiming what wasn't given to him?
There's one name on the list, Jimmy, I must say, and it has to be the Italian international, Jorginho, who plays, he does business in London for Chelsea. And it's because when Europe has crowned him the best player in Europe, he's been phenomenal. This is a player, Frank Lampard said, I would show you the exit door because I've got a player like Mason Mount, so I've got players who could fill in that gap. Gilmore, the Scotsman, and you know, so Jorginho for me, he's been one of the most consistent players under Thomas Tuchel. He's given everything for the Italian side. He's bagged 4 major silverwares in this calendar year. It has to be the Italian. If it's not Robert Lewandowski, the Italian would walk away with a Ballon d'Or. The French Magazine Award is one of the most prestigious awards known to every footballer on a global scale. But Jorginho, look at the player.
Also,
Phenomenal.
does that mean that this year we're not going to be celebrating what you started with, which was Messi and Ronaldo, as the front runners for this one?
I think for me, you have to look at reputation, and most times this award becomes is all down to reputation.
Yeah.
You look at the fact that Messi won the Copa America, so maybe.
No, you can't.
I think I mean, but I think no.
He won't get the Copa America.
But I mean, don't be surprised because if you remember in 2010, he got the award and Xavi and Iniesta won the World Cup, but Messi was the one who had the biggest reputation there, and actually ended up winning the award. So I wouldn't be surprised if I see Messi's name on it.
But you don't expect that to happen?
No, I do not expect that to happen. I think I'm with you. I think Jorginho should. For me, I'll give it to Lewandowski because I think he was robbed just because of COVID. So, but I think Lewandowski should have it.
But that would also be robbing Jorginho of his
I know. So maybe
how do we satisfy that?
Maybe we push it to next year for Jorginho. Maybe.
I tell you what, yeah, it wouldn't be pushed to next year. The entire Europe, as we speak, when you look at the Premier League, La Liga, these 2 leagues have coughed out the top players. The year where Luka Modric won it, the Croatian international at Real Madrid, no one saw that coming because it looked like a Cristiano Ronaldo year, but he went on to nick it. But I must say, it's looking likely for me. It's close. It's between Robert Lewandowski and the Italian Jorginho.
Let's pivot away from that one. And there was the whole battle of the sheikhs, and I saw so many news and clippings about this one topic. Yes, we have the sheikhs at PSG, at Man City, but it seems like Newcastle have won the battle of the sheikhs. It seems like they've got the
biggest
cream,
of them all.
the best of them
the
all.
cream of the crop.
Exactly. So how do you see this playing out? Do we expect to see big money signings? Do we get to see a manager change? How do you see this? Do you think it's good for football as well? And obviously it's good for the Newcastle fans. But how do you see this playing out?
A good question also. Once again, you're churning out brilliant ones this week. It's just brilliant.
You're the master of the game.
Let's narrow it down to the club side, Newcastle. Newcastle, they've been on the brink of sales for the past three seasons. So, and for me, it's not about Newcastle in this deal. It's more about the individual who bought it. Mohammed bin Salman has made major headlines globally, controversially speaking. So the attention, pulling that attention to England and also narrowing it down to Newcastle, the fans are split on this one. I'm split on it.
What's making you divided as to why it's
because of the controversy, like obviously
the money.
We knew like some of the things that he allegedly had done in the past.
Yeah.
I think many people were expecting that maybe the Premier League would have a pushback on the deal going through. But I think it's good for the Newcastle fans because I always look at this thing from like a fan's perspective.
But what does this do for the league itself?
Good question, Jimmy. What it does for the league is it makes the Premier League even more
attractive.
Absolutely, that's it. Therein lies it. That's basically the issue now is how do you separate the individual from the money?
From what he's bringing in.
From the money. He's bringing in a blank check. I tell you what, Bin Salman is what more than all top 6 teams. He eclipses them 6 times over. Yeah. He's just, he's got stacks on stacks. He's got blocks to give out. But the question is, which way forward? You would have to look at managerials list, a short list of managers that can take them towards winning any form of silverware. But it's good. It's good. The money is good.
Let me put you on the spot. I'd like to do this one real quick. Just in one word, if you had to put a manager at Newcastle right now, who would it be?
Antonio Conte, without any doubt.
No brainer.
Another player that for the longest time we've always had his name in our mouths. He's young, but then for one weird reason or another, it really hasn't always panned out for him being at Barca. But now there's a possibility for Dembele now to make a move. Do you think Do you think that's the best thing for him now?
Well, is it the best for a 24-year-old? When he was signed by Barcelona, some dodgy deal from my perspective. No disrespect to the player Dembele.
Well, this is immediately after the Neymar deal, so they needed to spend money.
120 million euros for a 21-year-old. He's 24 as we speak. And he showed up in 2017. I looked at him. There was lots of promise. You can't be promising for 4 straight years. You can't be trying to hit the ground running.
That's the Walcott potential.
Yeah,
I know.
Do you know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of Antonio Martial, another French player. So I think for me, it's just discipline. Why do we praise players like Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi? The consistency is key. So for Moussa Dembele to Liverpool, I don't see anything happening. There's nothing would change, honestly. I'd rather have Felipe Coutinho back at Liverpool than have Moussa Dembele.
But Jimmy, don't you, like this is something we've discussed about, and there's a problem pacey players always have.
Yeah.
They almost likely have like nagging muscle injuries, and it's always down to how well could they take care of their body. And I think that's something we give Cristiano lots of credits for. Is he really takes good care of his body. Do you think Dembele is a little bit too careless or carefree with the way he approaches?
I wouldn't say that. I mean, the truth be told is, yes, he might seem to be an injury-prone player, but there have been injury-prone players over the years. I think what's affecting him is the attention he's getting. I haven't had that mega move that took him from Dortmund to the Camp Nou. That's been the issue for him. He's not been able to live up to that 120 million price tag, similar to what Nicolas Pepe is going through with Arsenal.
Absolutely.
Not being able to live up to that. So that also, you're pushing yourself extra hard for you to be able to live up to it, and then putting yourself at risk of injury, doing too much. I don't want to think he's not disciplined enough to stay healthy, but I just feel like it's the expectations are too much. Maybe at a Liverpool, he might be able to, but Liverpool also comes with expectations because you're coming from Barcelona. They're expecting you to either replace the superstars that are going out. Liverpool is also a big club. Should he come to Arsenal, maybe?
Just to nip this in real quickly about Dembele, for me, he's a brilliant lad. He's got the talent, he's got potential. But the question is, how long would you wait for that potential as a club side?
So thank you, Sean. Thank you, Jimmy.
Always a pleasure.
I'm rubbing my palms. I can't wait. I can't wait to start the second half. But for a man who actually played against Arsene Wenger and won so many titles, the most in Premier League history, the most in English football history, and his name is Ryan Giggs, and he is our legend of the league.
It's time to roll out the drums for the legend of the league. And on this edition, we celebrate a record-breaking Premier League star, Ryan Giggs. Born and bred in Cardiff, the ace player Giggs was born mixed race, as his paternal grandfather is in fact from Sierra Leone. Rising above the racism he faced as a child, he honed his love for football at the local team Salford Boys, where he caught the attention of Sir Alex Ferguson with an amazing hard trick. Swiftly recommended to the Manchester City School of Excellence and later offered 2 years of play with the England schoolboys, Giggs began his epic 24-year run with United in November 1990, where his league start was marked with his first ever goal in a 1-0 win over City. Establishing himself as a left winger and a playmaker in later years, Giggs was voted PFA Young Player of the Year, and more significantly, in 1993, Giggs and United won the inaugural Premier League title. Known for remarkable net shakers, most of Giggs' goals are commonly regarded as United's greatest and most spectacular ones. Giggs captained the Reds on numerous occasions and was never sent off in his 24-season playing career for Manchester United, celebrating 10 years at Old Trafford in 2001-2002. A year later, he bagged his 100th career goal in the 2-2 draw with Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. Having been inducted into the English Football Hall of Fame and received an OBE for his services to English football, the future Welsh football coach retired from international football with Wales in 2007 after 64 games and 12 goals. With his career continuing to flourish in the central midfield or as the main striker, Giggs was a deserving recipient of the Senior PFA Player of the Year award in April 2009, 18 years after his first junior win. In 2011, Giggs was named Manchester United's greatest ever player by a worldwide poll conducted by United. The same year, he was honoured with a 2011 Golden Foot Award. Notably, in the 2012-2013 season, the Welshman clocked up his 1,000th career match for club and country in the glamour tie with Real Madrid. Playing as a captain of the Great Britain participatory team at the 2012 Summer Olympics, the nearly 39-year-old Ryan became the oldest goal scorer in the Olympics football competition. The 2013-2014 season marked a new beginning for Giggs and United as he became a player coach. Sporting an illustrious career as the first player to score 100 Premier League goals for Manchester United, the only player to have played and scored in every completed season of the Premier League, and the only winner of 13 Premier League winners' medals at the end of the 2013-2014 season. Giggs picked up a Lifetime Achievement Award at United, where he took a bow after 24 heavily accoladed years as the most decorated player in English football history. In honor of an admirable sporting career, we gave an ovation to a phenomenon and classic legend of the league, Ryan Giggs.
Welcome back, guys. We're still on the Budweiser Kings of Football show. Now, Ryan Giggs was a football player who tormented me as an Arsenal fan. We'll also definitely remember the goal he scored against Arsenal in the cup final. What a great goal that one was. But in the studios, we're about to get back to it with our contestants. Team A has done really, really well. Team B, not so much. We'll see how well they could do in this second half segment. Team A so far has made a sum of 235,000 naira, while Team B has made a sum of 50,000 naira. Now, guys, the discrepancy between both of you is huge, but you actually have a chance to maybe add so much money to your account. Team A, are you ready?
Yes.
Team B, are you ready?
I am.
Now, remember, in this segment, the good thing with this segment is you'll be able to use the help of your team members that you've come with. But first, guys, here are the rules of the corner kick segment.
Level 4. There are 5 questions for each team. Each question has an expiry period of 20 seconds. Team leaders can consult his or her team members for assistance. For every correct answer, a contesting team wins 20,000 naira.
Now, I'll be starting with Team A. Team A, are you ready?
Yeah.
And I hope your teammates are ready as well.
Yeah.
Your first question and your time start now. The first question. In the 2014-2015 season, Chelsea lost only 4 matches in all competitions. The surnames of the 4 managers who defeated them all begin with which letter? Is it P, is it T, or is it S?
S.
Final answer S?
Yes.
Wrong. Second question. In 2010-2011, Cristiano Ronaldo became the first player in La Liga history to have a hat-trick in 3 straight games, 3 headed goals, 40 goals in a season.
40 goals in the season.
Final answer, 40 goals in a season?
Yes.
Correct. In 2015, Gary Neville was appointed Valencia manager. How many games did he manage? Was it 8, was it 28, or was it 18?
28.
Final answer, 28? Correct. The fourth question. In 2018, who replaced Zinedine Zidane as the manager of Real Madrid? Was it Julian Lopetegui? Was it Santiago Solari, or was it Carlo Ancelotti?
2018.
2018, yes.
So can you call the options again?
Julian Lopetegui, Santiago Solari, or Carlo Ancelotti?
Julian Lopetegui.
And you're correct. Your 5th and final question in this round. Solomon Rondon scored a hat-trick of headers in the 2016-2017 season, becoming the first player to do so since Peter Crouch, Duncan Ferguson, or Alan Shearer.
Peter Crouch.
Final answer, Peter Crouch. And you are wrong. Team B, I hope you're ready and I hope your team members are ready to help you as well. Your questions and your time start now. So your first question. Olivier Giroud scored in 6 consecutive league games in the 2015-2014 season. Who was the last Arsenal player to achieve this feat before him? Was it Alan Smith in 1988? Was it Ian Wright in 1998? Or was it Adebayor in 2008?
Right.
Ian Wright, final answer?
Yes.
You're wrong. Your second question. In 2013, just before he left Real Madrid, Jose Mourinho did what to Barcelona's Tito Villanova? Pulled his hair, flicked his ear, or gouged his eyes?
Can I have my team?
Yeah, you can. Guys, he needs your help. Do I need to read the options?
Yeah, please.
The options are pulled his hair, flicked his ear, or gouged his eyes. The time is running
Let's
out.
go with flick his ear.
Flicked his ear, final answer?
Yeah, B.
Alright, yeah.
And you're wrong, he gouged his eyes. Your third question in this round. In 2017, Girona signed which former Middlesbrough striker? Gaston Ramirez, Christian Stuani, or Martin Braithwaite?
Christian Stuani.
Christian Stuani, final answer?
Yes.
And you're correct. In 2019, who became the oldest player to score a La Liga hat-trick? Joaquin, Atiz Aduriz, or Raul Tamudo?
Aduriz.
Final answer, Aduriz?
Yes.
And you're wrong, it's Joaquin. Your fifth and your final question in this round. In the 2016-2017 Premier League season, who won the Manager of the Month award in August and was sacked in January? Was it Francesco Judolin, was it Mike Phelan, or was it Alan Pardew?
Mike Phelan.
Mike Phelan, final answer?
Yes.
And he is correct. Now, Team A finished this round with a failed question and Team B finished with a bang. Let's see how well they do in the next round and let's see how great their eyesight and memory is. But first, guys, here are the rules of the VAR segment.
Level 5. There are 4 videos showing different games. Contestants are to study the movement carefully. The clip will be paused at some point in time. Contestants are to determine the outcome of the move, ranging from a goal, a save, a miss, a yellow card, a red card, a free kick, etc. And this must be done within 30 seconds for every correct answer to get 75,000 naira.
So those are the rules of the game and I'll be starting with Team A. Team A, are you and your team members ready?
Yes, we are.
You ready to play?
Yeah.
Let's roll your first video. So what do you think? Is that a goal, a save, or a miss?
Yeah, I'd like to use my friend. I'd like to ask my friend.
All right, guys, you need your help. Is that a goal, a save, or a miss?
Yeah, can I see the video again?
You just had one chance.
Oh, okay. That was a goal.
Is a goal your final answer?
Yes.
A save.
Save final answer?
Yes, a save.
You're going to overrule your friend?
Yes.
Okay, let's reveal. So now, I mean, how do you feel? You overruled your friend?
Yeah, when I called him, I already had an answer in mind. I just wanted to see if he had the same opinion.
They say 2 heads are better than 1, so you actually have a chance to maybe go with him or overrule him this time. Let's roll your second video.
Once again.
Well, first, I need to ask you, is that a goal, a save, or a miss?
What do I think? I'm not going with it. I want to go with him first.
All right, let's go with your friend then. So he needs your help. He wants to know if it was a goal, a save, or a miss.
That was a save.
It was a save?
Yeah, I'm going with him.
You're going with him this time? Save, final answer, let's reveal. So it's weird sometimes you actually think you have the best answer and then you overrule your friend and then you're wrong, and then the second time you actually think, yes, maybe I should actually go with what my friend thinks, and you're correct. Congratulations to you, Team A, and to your team member. Team B, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
All right, then let's roll our first video.
I'll go to save. Don't ask my friend.
I didn't ask you first, but you need to tell me, is that a goal, a save, or a miss? You want to go with your friend, so we can actually go to him. So guys, he needs to help. Is that a goal, a save, or a miss?
Yeah, it's a goal.
They both think it's a goal. Do you think it's a goal as well?
Yeah, I go with the goal.
Final answer, goal?
Yes.
Let's reveal. Your team members were so sure it was a goal, you had to go with a goal. So let's see how sure you guys will be in the next one. Let's review our second video.
Can I answer? I'll go
Is that a goal, a save, or a miss?
That's a goal.
No, you don't want to use your team members at all?
My club.
That's your club?
Yeah.
And you're so sure?
Yes, definitely.
You know what they say, pride goes before a fall.
Not now, please.
Not now? All right, let's see if your God is going to answer your prayers. Let's reveal. So now on this show, most times we actually bring in people who actually have an idea about things that have to do with their football club. Now it seems that Team B here knows so much about his club, Chelsea. Congratulations to you, you've gone perfect in this round. But guys, we're next to the pressure segment, and we call that our penalty segment. And guys, here are the rules of the game.
Level 6. 4 memorable events will be presented. Each team will answer 2 of the questions. The contestants are to give details of the memorable events, while the presenter takes note of vital specifics. A well-detailed answer will attract a favorable response from the presenter. Every correct answer attracts 125,000 naira.
So those are the rules of the game, and starting with Team A. Now Team A, I need you to do something for me. So here with me, I have 4 questions. Now what I want you to do is from 1 to 4, pick 2 numbers. Number 1 and number 2.
Yeah.
Okay, you've picked your questions and your time starts now. The first question. In April of the year 2000, Liverpool played Everton in a tough and grueling Merseyside derby. The game was heading for a 0-0 draw when in the final minutes of the game something quite bizarre happened involving Everton's Don Hutchinson, Liverpool's Sander Westerveld, and referee Graham Poole. Describe what happened.
The player names are Hutchinson.
Don Hutchinson.
Yeah.
And Liverpool's Sander Westerveld.
On this occasion, a goal was scored and it was ruled out for offside, and a player protested. Hutchinson protested against the referee. The goal was scored against Westerveld, and there was an argument. I think both players were red carded, or someone was red carded. There was a red card involved.
Is that your final answer?
I'd like to ask my friend though.
All right, the time is actually almost up. But guys, could you give him any help?
What he said, I'm going with his option.
You're going with his option?
With his answer, yeah.
Okay.
All right, final answer?
Yes.
And you're wrong. You're so far away from it. I mean, the way, the smile you have on your face, the smirk, actually let me know that you were just guessing as much as you can. Let's hopefully for your sake you don't guess too much in your second question, but your second and your final question in this round is, in 2018, La Liga witnessed an exciting 3-3 draw between Real Valladolid and Celta Vigo. In the final minutes of the game, something quite weird ensued involving Kiko Olivas and of Valladolid, the referee and VAR. What happened?
I'd like to ask my friend first.
All right, guys, you need to help.
Yeah, I think what happened was Oliver scored a goal and the referee ruled it out for offside. And there was a protest.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going with him.
You're going with him?
Yeah.
Final answer.
Yes, that's my final answer.
I'd like to tell you that you're right, and that means you've won some money in this round.
Okay.
But you're wrong, unfortunately for you. Team B, I hope, hopefully for your sake, you do better than Team A did in this round. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Are your teammates ready?
Yes.
First question. In 2008, the city of Liverpool was awarded the status of European Capital of Culture. In light of this, Steven Gerrard and James Beattie wore a special jersey number for the Merseyside clash. Ironically, both players had a stinker of a game. How did Beattie and Gerrard end the game? What jersey number did both players wear? Describe this event.
Okay, I would like to ask friends first.
Alright guys.
You need to come again with the question, please.
The question is, in 2008, the city of Liverpool was awarded the status of European Capital of Culture. In light of this, Steven Gerrard and James Beattie wore a special jersey number for the Merseyside clash. Ironically, both players had a stinker of a game. How did Beattie and Gerrard end the game? What jersey number did both players wear? Describe this event.
Okay, so Steven Gerrard wore his iconic number 8 and James Beattie wore his number 9. So I think they overheated and they had some argument and some fights, and the referee came to separate them. And perhaps, I think both were yellow carded. Both were carded, yeah.
Is that your final answer?
Yes, that's my final answer.
The only thing I know that is overheating here is how wrong you guys were. And you're wrong, and you have one last opportunity in this round. Okay. Your second and your final question in this round goes, in September 2018, Sevilla played against Getafe and lost the game by 2-0. But it would have been all too different if a controversial event in the 50th minute of the match had not taken place. Describe this event.
Okay, firstly, I believe that one of the Sevilla players was carded a red card. So that totally changed the game and took a different face to the end. But I also like that my friends too.
All right, guys, he's giving his opinion. What do you guys think?
You have to go to the team, but yeah, we'll go with him.
Final answer?
Yes.
Now, viewers at home, it just happens once in a while that you come on this show and you give people an opportunity to actually go home with money, but they say no, Ozo, I want you, Jimmy and DJ Nana to keep your money to yourselves and Budweiser, and that's what's happening in this segment. But guys, our contestants will not be walking away empty-handed. We'll be back with our award presentations.
Number play, number joke, number 10. I don't care, some family attention.
Kíní mi ló fi ń ta yín, ó dùn bí ọbẹ̀ oníkọ́rí, ó ṣe tó gbà mí lọ́wọ́ kanjí. Lóòótọ́ lè ti cast, but as a bad boy mi ò mind. Mo ti ṣayọ̀ bọ̀ mi ò hide, mo rí tẹ̀sí ẹ̀ mi ò reply. Ìmọ̀lẹ̀ ayé wa dà, ọmọ bá kò sáyé, space yẹ tó kù.
That's right. One Cole says, "Shey na money you go chop, now you go tire." That's exactly what we're going to be saying to our contestants, because we got money for them, and now them go tire. Also, you ready to present this one?
Ready. Now, the discrepancy by the time I came back was really huge between Team A and Team B, but they closed the gap
real well.
And Team B, this is where you're walking away with 240,000 naira.
Come on, Prosper. I mean, from 90K in the first half to 240, that's an impressive one. How did you manage to come back? VAR,
Like, he was the VR segment.
We had to make some clarifications.
You can have it.
Congratulations to you. Hopefully you'll be able to spend that wisely. Buy some Budweiser if you can. Your guys too, they need Budweiser, Abby. All right. I thought he was going to run away with it, but he only got one question correctly, and I warned him about Ozo. I really did. But unfortunately, he couldn't overcome. He's only going home with 370,000 naira. Not small, but it's quite different from what I thought you'd be taking home. I actually thought you'd be going above 1 million today, the pace you were going in the first half. But not everything is glittering like gold. You understand? Thank you very much for coming on the show. Where do you think you got it wrong?
Well, I think the questions were actually quite difficult in the second half. The question about the draw. I mean, if it was this season, I'll probably remember, but I mean, 2018.
Update your OS. Update your OS. You'll be able to get it. 13 is coming your way. Thank you so much. It's all yours. God bless you. Thank you for being here. Right, also, the show is done and dusted. Another week, another set of contestants happy with money in their pockets.
But we need to actually enlighten you on
the Game of Kings. As we mentioned at the beginning of the show, the Game of Kings is coming your way courtesy of Budweiser. As you know, Budweiser is the king of beers, and they'll be bringing 2 special individuals to come and play with our Nigerian players. You're wondering who those people are? Well, watch the screen as John Terry and Roberto Carlos take us home. Thanks for watching. It's been the Kings of Football. Bye for now. Nana!